The night sky is beautiful, vast, endless, filled with light from stars long dead. But what if something out there was looking back? Dr. Elias Voss had spent his life staring into the cosmos. As an astronomer, he found comfort in the immensity of space, the cold logic of celestial bodies. But when his observatory picked up an unfamiliar signal, an impossible frequency, comfort turned to terror. The signal was structured, deliberate, not random static, not background radiation. Someone was speaking. He spent weeks decoding it, mapping its fluctuations, assigning meaning to its patterns. And then, one night, the message resolved. We see you. His blood ran cold. He had expected numbers, physics, equations, not words, certainly not words meant for us. Elias shared his findings with no one. He told himself it was an anomaly, a misinterpretation, but the message changed. We are close. He turned his telescope toward the source, a nameless void beyond the farthest recorded galaxies. What he saw was wrong. The stars bent around something vast, something that shifted outside the boundaries of perception. It wasn't a planet. It wasn't a black hole. It was watching. Then the dreams began. Visions of endless, writhing voids, spirals of shifting light, voices, not one, but millions, whispering, screaming, chanting. Each night, he awoke gasping, his skin wet with sweat that smelled of salt and decay. His reflection in the mirror stretched and distorted, warping in ways the human form should not. And the signal grew louder. One final message appeared on his screen. Look outside. Hands trembling, Elias turned to the window. The night sky above his home had changed. The stars had moved. They weren't scattered anymore. They formed a shape, an eye, and it blinked. A shadow passed over the earth. Something vast, eclipsing the moon, distorting reality itself. The walls of his observatory rippled as if they were breathing. His mind cracked, unraveling like string pulled too tight. The signal's pitch changed. The numbers he had spent weeks analyzing now scrawled across his walls in pulsing, glowing light. Equations beyond human comprehension filled his mind, bleeding into his thoughts, replacing them. He understood now. They weren't just watching, they were waiting. A presence loomed behind him. He turned slowly, his body moving as if guided by unseen hands. A figure stood there, its form flickering between shapes, between realities. It was him. It was not him. It was the voice from the signal made flesh. We see you. Now you see us. The universe folded inward. Time slipped like water through trembling fingers. He wasn't screaming, but something was. The sky outside swirled into a gaping maw of darkness, a chasm stretching into infinity. He stepped forward. Or was he pulled? The next morning, Elias was gone. His observatory remained untouched, his notes scattered across his desk. His telescope pointed at a patch of sky that no longer existed. Sometimes, on clear nights, astronomers still pick up faint echoes of his signal. But no one dares decode the message. Some things are not meant to be seen. If you enjoyed this story, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. But don't look too long at the stars. They might start looking back.